a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will... Start at the 25. Minshew, 1st and 10. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
For a Jaguar.
A huge play there right off the bat, and even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10.
56, right there, 56.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, nothing but room to run.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Out of the gun is Minshew. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
To throw from his end zone. Huntley. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 98 yards. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
The kicker on.
And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call. Even more credit for how they executed it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing,
1 yard gain.
That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. No. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Alpha. Yo, go.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Bravo! 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Look at me, zipper! 56!
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Huntley. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 56, Mike 56, right there, right there.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go, D. Here I come, here I come. Say. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Hayden Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
To kick off for Jacksonville.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Gibson, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, Huntley. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Washington 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Washington first down.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Bang. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Buzz.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Minshew. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Washington 7. Josh Lambo, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a give right side. Gibson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, Huntley. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington.
Complete.
Rico Gafford hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post grab?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Washington,
Point
14.
after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
56. Touchdown defense.
61, matchbox lights. Go.
Now Minshew. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
I got you. Switch.
Here's Minshew. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
10 at the 28-yard line.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check.
6-6, bullet high. Hey, seam 6. Yep.
Minshew sets to throw. Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball. DJ Chark the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
But the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. 4 down.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Hey.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Lambo is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Out out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Huntley, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Washington going to send out their punter. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. Taken in at the 22. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
70, Indy, blue draw quarter. Hey, Delta.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Now.
56.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Screen pass to Lindsey. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Lambeau on for the field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Huntley. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. We'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down, Washington.
Throwing on first down, Huntley. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Terry McLaurin. Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect.
Good.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up.
The onside kick.
So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he will make it to the 20-yard line. And no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
at the Jaguars' 8-yard line.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And Washington has made this a one-score game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Lindsey. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the 1st half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now 2nd.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Taken down back at the 42.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw on second down, Huntley. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
It's a loss of 4 yards. And it's third down.
From the gun, Huntley. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Down, Washington.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Huntley. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on 3rd down, Huntley. That one caught by Gibson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
On 1st down, Huntley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. To throw again, Huntley. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? You need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes this Washington 31. Jaguars 27.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Robinson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
47-yard line.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Hey, we got to get to the ball. Deep river.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Minshew. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Intercepted by Washington. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back to the air on 2nd down. Huntley. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Washington on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, Huntley. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They find some open field here. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
They'll take over.
And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D lineman, you play the run.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41. Jaguars 27.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Robinson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me was until I lose.
70, Indy. 6-man. Check girls, check. Hey, exit.
56.
Step.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Flushed out right. He'll find Lindsey here. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
James. That's good for another Jacksonville first and goal at the 6-yard line.
56, Mike, 56.
It'll be Minshew again. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his second touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes this Washington 41. Jaguars 34. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Antonio Gibson, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Throwing again, Huntley. That one is slant to McLaurin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And that's caught inside the 30. Is that it? Touchdown, Washington. Rico Gafford with his second touchdown of the night. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
For the point after.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo. Didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Robinson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun is Minshew. Looking long for Westbrook. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give them 32 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, Minshew looking to throw. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Minshew, he's going to keep it himself. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
On 1st down, Gibson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
Ball carrier.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
4th down.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here comes Westbrook. So a 56-yard punt. They'll net 41 after the 15-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Washington.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Washington, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
She back got me.